Okay, so here we are. Germans are set up, ready to go. I'm not gonna. I think I'm gonna try this not streaming live. I just need to see if I can get this game kind of figured out a little bit. Won't have to worry about streaming and doing all that. I can make my mistakes, make notes, and ask questions. So remember, we got platoon with their leader, second platoon with their leader. I guess Cattywampus, engineer, FO, mortar. This FO is for an offboard mortar. And here are all the shots I get, and these are the smoke markers. They each get 3 smoke. The British, there's an HCMG in here. He's hidden. A little unclear on the whole hidden aspect and how bunkers work. I don't think you can fire into it unless you can fire into the front or the back, and you can only close assault it. You're not really gonna do much, I think. These are potential minefields, so I set them up since I'm playing solo. I roll the dice. I think this is the most likely I would put it because this is protecting its flank, because there's nothing protecting its flank. And these guys are in here, and nothing else is hidden as far as I know. The squad and FO for their mortars, and the platoon commander, and then their other squad, because you can supposedly only get 2 platoons per building, so I can fit 4, so I guess that's up to me. But, and then the smaller mortar. There you go. I'm gonna try it. We'll go. Let's see. I don't know. I'll just come back after some things have happened because the initiatives go back and forth on this. It's a pretty interesting game as far as like the rules. Let's get down to the view of the soldier. And they go. They're ready to attack. We'll see ya. And this is game 4 of 6 for DDay games. Just real quick, I thought it would be kind of fun just to look at it in scale. So this battle I'm going to play in Crossfire, I'm kind of saying it's these 7 elements of the 711th Infantry Division attacking the 6th Airborne at this Crossroads. If I play the other scenarios, I can play out an attack in the woods, and then I could even play an attack on the town, and then an attack on the river/canal. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see how my game goes, how this game goes against that one. Oh yeah, I often listen to swing music while playing World War II games. All right, so this game is interesting. First of all, you feel like you're not doing something right because you're like, wait a minute, I can just keep moving? I mean, what's going on here? Man, this stinks. Every squad missed, so they're all marked white, so now they can't fire. Sucky. So I rolled for my minefield, failed. I rolled a 1, not a 3+. I am not rolling for crap. So now, the German would know this, and there could be a minefield anywhere, but he's leading with the engineer. Well, so then my sniper, who I realize gets 1 shot at the engineer, 1-2-3 or 1-2-2, I don't know. This is not shaping up well, so soon I'll learn about close assault. I just want to say I've rolled 6 dice. All were 2s and 3s and 4s. This guy finally rolled 1-5. Unfortunately, that pins him. But so on that fire, so now initiative changes over to the British. Now the British can take charge. I guess what I'm getting at is the rolling is bad for all sides. Okay, that was interesting. I really need to sit with a seasoned Crossfire player, even online. It's so different, it feels weird. All right, so the Germans took out the pillbox. I had about, I stopped counting at the end there, but gosh, I probably had 20 initiatives back and forth. So 20 German, 20 British, something like that, 15 to 20. Questions here. The FO firing 120 millimeters at the building, pretty much ineffective. I would get pins. I started at least getting pins, but once they had pins, that's pretty much all they did. I really couldn't do anything. I think I did suppress one time. Same with this guy. So he's off board. I mean, he's an FO and he's got off board. This on board. So I think he fires the same, and if he fails, like he fails to suppress, it's fine. So that's a cool thing about indirect fire. But they can only fire 1 time per thing. I don't think he was allowed to move and fire. I think in the game he has to set up and he's good. He's done. Even this guy. So I'm not sure how that works for onboard mortars, because you might lose your sight and I guess you're done. It seems weird that you couldn't dismantle and move it. It's a man-packed gun, but someone's got to tell me that. The British guns wiped out some stuff here, so they, how do I want to say this? Okay, they successfully took the bunker, then they moved over here, And I just eventually got sick of just sitting here and just doing nothing. Because firing into this building, you get 2 dice, and they're veterans. I mean, I just couldn't, I would get pins on them, but I did suppress, but that was done with the art. I just couldn't make it happen. And so I moved some guys around to go maybe sweep this side. Well then, since they can see 360, I mean, they wasted these guys out here. You know, they tried rallying, they tried to get together, and then I got some arty and suppressed, and that was crazy. And I guess the onboard stuff still suppresses and does multiple kills. Well, these guys, like, okay, he was suppressed, he was pinned, like, I gotta go, you know, attack this guy. So this guy crossed over, and when he did, he, with his 360 fire, rolled 2 6s and a 5. He's destroyed. I'm like, okay, well, go in, maybe you can contact him. Again, he was able to fire again because he did all that. 2 5s and a 6, and he's dead. So that's the only German guys except for him and him. So the game is over. British hold. They lost 1 squad. Oh, and they lost their machine gun in the here. Who didn't get to fire anything. Things are hard. I do not know how you do a Stalingrad battle. That would just be a dice fest. I mean, I don't even know what the strategy is. I'm not sure. Go into close combat with them. But if you don't spot them, I mean, I was able to spot this guy. That was a cool thing. Recon by fire. I rolled a 6, and I had to roll a 6. That was like one of my best rolls. The rest of my rolls were just felt terrible. But anyway, I got it. I spotted him, so it wasn't a surprise. And oh, did he ambush? But he's a heavy machine gun, so he can only fire one direction. So I don't think so. I'll have to check ambush. I did not do that. Interesting. I do need someone to kind of walk me through this. This is a good scenario for that. You've got mortars, you got FOs, you got bunker, you got buildings, you know, you got close assault. So if you're watching this video and you're willing to sit with me, either Facebook Messenger or StreamYard live stream or something, a Zoom call where we could play this out. Like I'd play the defending British because there's not a whole lot for them to do. Maybe you could attack with the Germans, or I would attack. And you could just kind of let me know, okay, well, here's some things to do. Here's how that works. It's just so different that it feels a little off. So let me give you a real quick summary then of what the result would that be if I play another scenario. I said at the beginning, I'll go talk about this again. So this is the Normandy 44 map. I'm not really doing this for any purpose. I just want to kind of add some story to that. So I was saying it was this 7 elements of the 711th Infantry Division attacking out of the swamp into this crossroads here. They're attacking this crossroads to try to take it so they can go get the woods, all that. But the British held. So it's like these guys attacked him and were repulsed off of there. So that's that. I was going to then use the woods scenario to kind of play some action. Maybe these guys attacking here. I haven't looked at the woods scenario. And then you could do like a town here, and then you have the river. So you could kind of do all these attacks here. So anyway. All right, that's that. It's been fun. Well, so that's game 4 of 6 of D-Day games. British Airborne, 6 Airborne, hold out the Crossroads. In my 2nd ever Crossfire game, I think. So that's that. We'll talk to you. Quick addendum here. Folks, as I was watching my video, I was like, wait a minute. These guys went across here. This guy couldn't hit him. His center to the center crossed over his stand, so he couldn't fire at these guys. So these guys were able to get over and do that. So I'll try to roll that out. I think going into a building, everyone has to fight everybody. So these 2 guys will fight them. They'll get that bonus. They'll get their bonus on one of the fights, and I'll try to work it out correctly. And one suppressed, so that's good for the Germans as they attack the British. So I'll be right back. That was pretty awesome. So this guy was suppressed because he was veteran and he had his platoon commander. It was a +2. No, yeah. And then this guy, this guy had a +2 because he was suppressed. So it's 2 to 2 is starting. I rolled a dice, and I rolled a 2 for him and a 4 for him. So British won. In this fight, the FO was there. I don't think the FO adds anything, but he has to be in one of the fights, so he's in this one. I put him with a stronger unit, I thought. So he got veteran, so he's 1. I don't think the commander couldn't help him because he helped with this one. He had the commander in this one, so they were both +1, and then the British rolled a 1. and the Germans rolled a 3, so they won. So now a second round of combat's going to happen. These guys are going to go at it. Deals where you hope you're doing it right. So I think the German modifier is so these guys are just regulars. These guys are veterans. So the regulars, he gets +1 for. He gets +1 for the having the commander there, and he gets +2 because the guy is suppressed. I think that's the way it goes. And then he's veteran, so he gets a +1. Veteran +1, okay, but I did do it wrong. Veteran +1 and the PC +1, so that's +2. So the modifier would have been a 2. So he rolled a 2, so that's a 4, and he rolled a 2, and that's a 3 because he had a modifier. That's their modifier. Ooh, nice glare. So they won by 1. So they wiped this out. And the FO was taken out. So the people left as the mortar. Oh, and I have to hold this for 2 initiatives. Holy cow. All right. So that was the German initiative. They won. So it's still German initiative. So I'm going to fire all these guys on the mortar. So I'll be right back. Okay, if I did this right, he was pinned. Didn't really matter. He can't op-fire. He's an indirect weapon. I charged him. He's veteran, so that's 1. Well, first of all, he's a -2 because he's a crew serve weapon. So he starts out at -2. He's a veteran, so that's a -1. He rolled a 4, so that's a total of 3. Again, amazing. He's attacking. He's a PC. He's got the 1, so he starts out as a 1. He rolled a 3. He's a 4. So it's 4-3. He wins by 1. The Germans took the day. If I'm doing all that right, I'd love to hear it. I'm open to ideas. So that's that. That's pretty crazy if that is accurate. It all hinged on line of sight. They did not have it. You can't shoot through your same stands. So anyway, that interesting. Never done that before. After I watched the video thinking, I think I got something wrong. See ya.